Payday 3 is a disappointing mess. This launch, guys, has to be one of the worst launches ever when it comes to video games. This has to at least be the worst launch of this year. I mean, holy shit. Was this launch one of the most abysmal things I've ever fucking witnessed? I mean, this is arguably on Cyberpunk levels, man. Because at least with Cyberpunk, you could play the fucking game. I mean, this game is being fucking heavily review bombed on Steam. I think it's like 30% positive, and rightfully so. Because this game was not even playable for the majority of the first 2 days it's out. Here we are on day 3 during the recording of this video, right? And people are still having server troubles. Hell, I was playing today, I had fucking server troubles. You're trying to queue up for a game, matchmaking error. I mean, earlier, the first day the game came out, you couldn't even fucking get to the menu screen. Or, I mean, it was just literally just a menu screen. You press enter, nebula error. You press enter, nebula error. I mean, this is basically all we were seeing. I mean, fucking unacceptable. This is fucking unacceptable, guys. I mean, the geniuses over at Starbreeze or Deep Silver, whoever the fuck it was that decided it would be a good idea to launch a game with an online internet connection required, online only that is, in 2023. Are you fucking kidding me? So what that means, guys, is if you want to play a solo game by yourself without bots or, randoms, you have to queue for a lobby. You can literally be lagging in a solo game of Payday 3. Fucking ridiculous. And so this really makes me wonder what Starbreeze's position is, or Deep Silver's position is, on the players that maybe live out in the boonies or a rural area or somewhere their internet connection isn't that great, or people that want to play the game without internet, right? Because, if you want to play a stealth mode mission by yourself, typically you're going to play offline. But no, I guess their position is just fuck them. Because if you don't have internet and you want to play this game, I guess Starbreeze is just telling you, go fuck yourself. Because this is what you're doing by requiring an online-only game. Unbelievable. And, there's the pussies over here that I've seen, the dick riders saying, oh, well, dude, it's 2023. Who doesn't have an internet connection, bro? Who doesn't have an internet connection? Everyone, online-only isn't that big of a deal. Shut the fuck up. All right, because it's not just about the people that have good internet connection. What about the players that don't even have fucking internet, but they want to play a heisting game, right? So you're already gonna buy a game where the servers don't work. And I just think it's incredibly ironic because the game that's about heisting, about robbing, is literally what the developers did to all the people that bought this game. I fucking bought this game too, thinking that I would at least be able to play the fucking thing on the first day, but I couldn't. You had to wait hours and hours. People were waiting whole days to play this. I've heard motherfuckers saying they were queuing in a lobby. They would wait over an hour to get into a game, right, guys? And they still couldn't get into a game. I mean, holy shit, this is atrocious. I do not know how the developers thought it was a good idea to release this game in the state it is. And I'm so sick of fucking companies doing this nowadays in gaming. If a game isn't ready, if it's not fully cooked up, push it back. I would much rather you have a game pushed back to where it's actually fully cooked instead of pushing out some undercooked bullshit like this. And you know why they do that? They probably do it because they don't want to they want to keep the pre-orders. So we have to release it on this date, guys, or people are going to get rid of the pre-orders. Motherfucker, the people are already refunding this game because it's so trash. I mean, the server is down, bro. I mean, how are you going to have a game online only, right? But the servers are crashing, right? And this is what motherfuckers were telling these developers for a long time could happen. And you know what? Who is it? Almir Listo, right? The fucking Starbreeze, the general production manager, some shit, the brand marketer, I think, right? This is all he had to say for these servers. Where what if these servers crash? This is what he had to say.
Mr. Dr. Pepper says, since the game is online only, what happens if the servers go down? Well, they won't, is my answer. Hopefully.
Unfucking believable, man. I mean, on the day of the launch, here I was, looking forward to testing out this game, to seeing if this is the sequel we've all been waiting for, right? Because Payday 2 came out in 2013, 10 fucking years ago, right? So this has been a long-awaited installment in the franchise. And the launch is abysmal. Unbelievable. I was looking forward to playing the game on the day that I bought it. Come to find out, nobody was playing the fucking game because the servers were down. Oh my god, bro. Imagine being that guy who took off work, right? So they could play this game. They've got responsibilities, they've got a job, they've got kids, their fucking family they got to take care of. They only get a little bit of time to play some games. They take off a day from fucking work. And they can't even play it because the developers couldn't be fucked to add an offline mode? Are you kidding me? I mean, we played the game. I mean, we paid for the game, right? And Starbreeze leaves us here holding our cocks like this while we wait for your fucking servers to come on? Unfucking forgivable. I mean, like I said, at least with Cyberpunk you could play the fucking game. People are still having server issues. I was able to play some games. I was able to play some heists. I was able to play all of them, actually. And they were all pretty much generic heists that you could just play in fucking Payday 2. Yeah, a few of them were good. But, guys, these heists take like 15 minutes to beat. Let's be real. All right, maybe 20, maybe 25 if you're slow or, you know, it's your first time. But after you've played them, there's really not even that much content for what you're paying for. I mean, unbelievable. Everyone who bought this should feel like they've been robbed, bro. Payday, they pull off the biggest heist on the people that bought this game. And this is so sad considering I really liked Payday 2. I wanted to see a good follow-up to that, a game that's going to be just as epic as the second one, and then they come out with this shit. I mean, great job with the smooth launch day. I mean, and now the Steam reviews are taking a massive hit, and I'm fucking glad, bro. I mean, this is why review bombing is necessary. Because these companies do not care about you. They want your money, and they don't even put out a fully fucking finished product on the day it's supposed to come out. You can't even play the fucking thing. Unbelievable. I mean, I just don't get it, bro. Now, moving on from the servers, I mean, the servers is a big fucking problem, don't get me wrong, but there's problems with the game itself, right? The servers is what most people are going to talk about, and I agree, the servers are fucking shit. They need to add an offline mode immediately and fix this shit so that people can play the fucking game offline. You know what I mean? You can lag in a solo lobby, bro. You gotta be fucking kidding. Unbelievable. Oh my god. I'm so fucking upset, bro. This is such a disappointment. Moving on from the servers, guys. This game is optimized like shit, bro. There are performance issues. I mean, there are constant frame drops. I'm playing on PC, bro, and there are so many frame drops. Like, the FPS is high, but the frame drops are so constant. Everything feels so choppy. And, I mean, it just runs like shit a lot of the time. You know, once it goes loud. You know what I mean? You know, once all the cops are coming in, they had this feature in Payday 2, but they didn't fucking bring it in Payday 3 for some reason, to where you could limit the corpses on the screen. They should bring that shit back, you know, to maybe combat some of the fucking performance issues. But I just don't get it, bro. And by the way, look at this HUD, bro. Like, this shit looks terrible. Like, why is there so much shit on my screen? Like the player, the pictures of the player character in the fucking bottom left and their health bar. I don't need to see all that shit, bro. Just make it a little simpler, bro. Like, I don't need all this shit on my screen. I'm trying to play the fucking game. You know what I'm saying? There's no crime net in this game like there was in Payday 2. In other words, there's no lobby browser. When you try to get into a game, you literally just have to queue for the mission. So you can't pick what heist you want to... I mean, you can pick what heist you want to join on, but you can't pick whose lobby you want to join and you know, search for... whether or not it's full or whatever the case may be, like in Payday 2. So I feel like they did this shit because they're going to have this fucking DLC come out later, of course, and we're going to get to that. But they're going to have this DLC come out later. And in Payday 2, you could join someone's lobby even if you didn't have the DLC, but the host had the DLC and you could play it. So I feel like they're doing that shit just to get you to fucking fork over more money when the DLCs come out so you can actually play the game instead of just joining someone who has it when you haven't bought the fucking DLC. Unbelievable, bro. They will not let you browse a lobby. You know, I believe it is because they want you to get the fucking future DLC. And with those lobbies, you can't even stay in a lobby after the game. It takes you back to the main menu. In Payday 2, you could just cruise in a lobby. You could meet cool people in the lobby and just keep going heist after heist after heist with them. You can't do that anymore. It's so ridiculous. You can't even use text chat in the fucking lobby. Why? Unbelievable, bro. Oh my god. Also, there's no pre-planning, so if you want to, you know, take a different approach to one of the game's heist, you can't do that anymore. You can't, you know, place where the drill will get dropped off, you know, what escape route you're going to use, where to place ammo bags or whatever. You know, there's just no pre-planning. So, which would actually add to the replayability value. But no, they didn't even bring that over from Payday 2. So I'm just like, what the hell? Because that was actually a really good feature. And now you can't even kind of customize the level in that little way anymore. This game is so bad, bro. It's so bad. The only improvements in this game, for some positives of this game, is really, you know, the animations and the graphics are better, right? Which is to be expected, by the way. That's not the bare fucking minimum, considering, you know, this game's 10 years, you know, Payday 2 is 10 years old, and this one just came out, right? And let's be real, guys. These graphics are like 2016 graphics, maybe 2017 at best. Like they're really not that impressive. I mean, the lock picking is good. You know, I like that a little more because they have a little quick time event to where you don't have to sit there in that circle animation picking a lock for 10 years. The slide feature is neat. I like that. And the soundtrack in the game, it's pretty good. I don't know if it's like that much better than Payday 2 or if it's even on the level of Payday 2. Payday 2 had a lot of really good music in the background, but I can't really complain about the music here, so I guess that would be another pro. But I mean, still, the game overall is just extremely lackluster. But other than that, there's really not much better than Payday 2. If you want to play a heisting game or a Payday game, just get 2, bro. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, you still have these same circle animations when interacting with something, like you're opening, you're lock picking or some shit, or you know, you're interacting with a bag or some shit. But this time it's a square. You fill up a square instead of a circle. Woo! Woo! So cool, man. I mean, what the fuck? This is a modern game, and you couldn't even get some animations in there. It's still just the square. Fill up a square bullshit. Unbelievable. You think we could get some fucking interaction animations by now, but no. The only one we get is like a fucking glass cutter, which is not even that impressive. You literally just move your mouse from left to right, and it opens a glass. I mean, this is incredibly disappointing, man. You know, let's talk about the DLC, because that's a big problem I have with this, bro. If you buy the standard game, it's $40 on Steam at least. You buy the silver, it's $70. You buy the gold, it's $90, right? I fucking hate when these bullshit, greedy-ass, fat fucking bastard developers love to split their games up into packages. So you got the standard silver and gold, which locks future content behind a paywall, right? Even though you already bought the fucking game. And yes, this game is going to have microtransactions later in addition with its paid DLC. How the fuck are you going to have paid DLC and paid microtransactions? Unbelievable, bro. So the standard, you get, you know, the 8 heists. This game starts with 8 heists, which isn't even that much, right? Like I said, they're pretty basic. They don't take that much time anyway. So you're getting maybe like 3 hours of original content, not, you know, with your first playthrough, right? And then with the silver package, you have like 6 months of content after that, and then gold is a year long, right? So basically, in these DLC packs, for silver, you'll get 2 more heists. In gold, you'll get 4 more heists in a year. Woo! Fucking whoop-dee! What a great fucking package. Only you want 4 more heists? $50 more bucks. They'll probably take fucking 15 minutes. $50 for like an hour of content probably later on. And yeah, I know they come with tailor packs and you know, weapon packs. But in my eye, let's be real, guys. Who buys DLC for fucking guns or tailor packs? I mean, we buy them for heist. I mean, this is a heisting game, right? Even though I'm of the belief DLC should be fucking free, especially if you're already paying for the game, and then you're gonna have microtransactions later on. Unbelievable. These greedy fucking bastards, man. I'm so fucking mad at the state of gaming, and I don't even buy that many new games, but this is one I was looking forward to this year, and that's why it's so frustrating and disappointing. I mean, you can pay $90. Some people paid $90 and they couldn't even play this game day one because of the fucking servers. Unbelievable, bro. Just oh my god. I mean, the 8 heist, like I said, very standard, very basic. You're paying like $40 in the standard edition, right? For like 3 hours of content, maybe, probably less, right? Of original content. Like, I mean, like through your first playthrough, right? And I bought this at a discounted version, and I still feel fucking scammed. I mean, what the hell? It's mostly because the server shit, but I mean, still, bro, this was just so bad. Overall, I mean, Payday 2 is vastly superior to this game. Like I said, the only thing really better is the graphics and the animation, which is to be fucking expected. And I'll admit, in Payday 2, there were a fuck ton of DLC, and that was a kind of a problem. But they plan to do the same fucking thing here. Like, why? Why do we not have free DLC if you're going to have microtransactions later? You see what I'm saying? Unfucking believable, bro. The greed from these devs are just, it's incredibly insulting as a customer, and this is just why it's very important to vote with your wallets, guys. But, you know, this is getting out of hand. You know what I mean? You buy a game, you expect to have it delivered on the day, you know, the release date, but no, you can't even get that anymore. I mean, the menu doesn't even look good. It's very simplistic. The UI is really bad. The customization skill tree is far inferior than it was in Payday 2. I mean, the perks in Payday 2 were way better. 3 is not that good. I don't remember. I might have mentioned the character models already, but they looked like shit. I mean, look at these fucking character models, guys. Like, are we serious? Another thing is there's no melee weapons in this. Why? Why is that a thing? The only melee is you can bash them with your gun, which was an option in Payday 2, but you also had a lot of melee weapons in Payday 2. And so, if you had melee weapons maybe added in the DLC packs, maybe it would make them more worth buying. You know what I mean? But there should be melee weapons in this game regardless. A thing that doesn't make sense is, you can trade hostages for resources in this game for some reason, which doesn't even make sense. So like if you have a hostage, you can trade them for like a health pack or some ammo. Guys, I know this isn't really an immersive game, but come on, bro, that's ridiculous. It just doesn't really make sense. It makes sense that I do like that you can trade hostages more to like delay the police assault. Like that is actually a good addition too. But the trading for resources, come on, bro. What sense does that make? You can also respawn after a timer now in this game. If you go into custody, you come back after a minute or two, which really doesn't make sense. Like the cops are just gonna let you just respawn after a minute or two. In Payday 2, you would go into custody and you would have to get traded after the wave ended by exchanging a hostage for you or your friend or whoever you're playing with, right? Which made more sense. I feel like the respawn timer just takes away from the risk of going into custody, you know what I mean? So yeah, guys, this game is just looking bad from a lot of angles. Now, sure, once you get in the game, is the gameplay fun? Sure. But is it really all that different from Payday 2? Is it really that much better than Payday 2, gunplay, game-wise? It's really not. It's really not. I mean, they should have polished this game and put a lot more content in it if they were going to release it at this date or for this price point. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just unbelievable. Yeah, this is a developer trying to fuck you. And for my OG Payday 2 fans, remember back in the day, bro, the black market update in Payday 2, they tried to fuck you then, and now they're fucking you with this server debacle? Unbelievable. And look, the Payday player base, mostly from what I know, mostly forgave Overkill for doing that. Payday 2 has a majority positive reviews now, right? So this is what happens when you forgive developers for, their blatant fuckery, right? They come back and they'll do it again later down the line. Do not forget what Starbreeze did here, guys. Just like Starbreeze is Overkill now, but just like Overkill did with the black market update back in Payday 2. Unbelievable, man. They fucked you here. Do not trust these companies, guys. They will try to fuck you again. Like I said, how am I supposed to trust Starbreeze when they would leave me holding my cock like this? I buy the game and I can't even fucking play it on the day it comes out. I mean, the game is inferior to Payday 2 overall. There's a lot less content here. I feel bamboozled. I feel hoodwinked, led astray, run amok. Unbelievable, man. This is why wait for the reviews come out, wait for some of the gameplay, and I'll admit I was fucking misled because I looked at the gameplay, it looked good, and I heard in the early access shit, the game was running well, but once the servers came on, once you started playing with other people, once the Game Pass guys came on, then the servers fucking crashed. I mean, that's why this game failed. This launch will go down as one of the worst ever. And I don't know if they'll ever come back from this review bomb, and if they don't, I'm glad. Because this shit is unfucking forgivable. Do not let this be forgotten, guys. Because these developers, this is what they'll do. They'll fuck you, you'll forgive them like a month later, and then they'll come back down the line, years down the line, whenever, and they'll try to fuck you again. And this is an example of that. I mean, after all of that, guys, my problems with the servers and the other things I mentioned from, comparing Payday 2 to Payday 3, this game... It's bad. It's trash. It's garbage. I mean, this is a scam. I mean, there's bugs in this game. There's crashes in this game. It's bad, bro. This is not optimized. It was not ready to be released. It's clear after this, the only ones who got a payday here is the completely incompetent, empty-headed, dumbfuck developers over at Starbreeze and the greedy producers or publishers at Deep Silver. Those greedy fat bastards do not deserve your money or your purchase. Vote with your wallets, guys, alright? Do not buy this game. Do not buy this piece of shit. Unbelievable. Incredibly disappointing. This game sucks. Do not buy.